Just going quickly through this topic because it's quite complicated. But first of all, because Kubernetes is kind of abstraction layer for applications, why do we need abstraction layer on top of abstraction layer and maybe another abstraction layer? Spoiler, sometimes we have to use it. So first, what is Helm? Helm, it's described as a Kubernetes package manager. And of course, with Helm, you can produce a tar file with package Kubernetes workload. But for me, it's first of all workload shaper, where you can easily produce Kubernetes workload and you can easily change it. You can easily use it in multiple environments without writing it from the beginning. And what's more, it's a pod in Kubernetes because it's in the Kubernetes way of thinking, so you can manage it as any other Kubernetes workload. It is, of course, the Helm CLI, which is written in Go, but the execution took place in the Kubernetes itself. So what are the benefits? The first is simpler workload preparing, because you can still use YAML file, a standard one, like kubectl apply -f, but then you have to be aware basically what should be do in a row. Let's get as an example creating a persistent volume with some storage class, with persistent volume claim. And if you do it in a standard Kubernetes way, you have to ensure that first is the storage class created, then the persistent volume and the claim. With Helm, Helm is aware of that. You don't have to remember what should be created first and what should be created in which row. And next, what is going with Helm, it's the flexibility, because if you don't have to remember what to do first, you can split it as you wish. For example, if you have Elasticsearch workload divided into 3 main types, like Elasticsearch masters, clients, and data nodes or data workloads, you can split it into 3 directories with separated YAML files, and then you can easily manage it because you can easily jump to master, service, YAML file, and you know where it is. And the last one is workload reusability, because Helm uses variables, which allows you to run the same workload in a different environments with changing only the variables and without using any grep or something like that to change it in case you are using CI/CD, for example. So what are the variables or values? Because values are the variables with some nickname. It's a still YAML file, as all others files in Kubernetes. This is supported by Golang text template package, so you can use the power of the text template package. And as you may see, this is a sample of how the YAML file with variables looks like. And then you have example of usage it. It's basically the dot separated chain. You can use each value, and if you have to change something, you can change only this variable. For example, for the environment pre-prod or something like that, use the different container versions or something like that. And because it's text template, you can also use the power of text template using, for example, like on the bottom line, to YAML directive to parse the whole block of values YAML as a YAML file. And also, it supports versions, so you can produce a different version of Helm charts. And for example, one can be test version, the second can be production stable or something like that. All of those versions can be stored in parallel, so you can run different versions in production and other environments. And last one, Helm has also some built unit tests to quickly test your workload if it's done. Thank you.